Welcome back to another episode of Black and White. I trust the past 11 episodes has helped in defining or giving clarity towards this life subject. Today, we'll be discussing about a very crucial topic, which is the mind. I personally define the mind as our factory of change. The mind is a powerful space. Powerful, fertile space. No one has been able to give a concrete definition of who or what the mind is because of how wild and how deep it is. The mind shows up in every area of our personal development. At every stage of growth, the real work begins in the mind and ends in the mind, whilst there's action to be done, of course. The truth is that the state of your life is a reflection of the state of your mind. Understanding the mind is important. Now let's break the mind down, right? The mind operates on two levels. The conscious mind, which is powered by our five senses, our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, and our hands. This is how you receive and you interpret information about the world. The second area of our mind is our subconscious mind. This area is the storage system of the mind, where you store thoughts and emotions. This is where you have beliefs, mindsets, habits, and the likes. Where what you repeat consistently becomes an automatic behavior. So the mind doesn't like stress, basically. So when you do something enough, when you do something consistently, the mind takes it down to the subconscious. That's why when you start driving, for example, you have a lot of information paralysis that makes you make so many mistakes while driving. But over time, it becomes very clear and you can drive without thinking so much. How the mind works is that much of what life runs into is auto mode. You generally wake up and sleep around the same time. You brush your teeth or comb your hair. The sequence to freshening up for the day is usually done in the same format. You don't have to think so much before holding your pen or your pencil with your left or right hand. It becomes automatic. So the way the mind works is it makes you live almost automatically because we don't have to think about things we do so often. Now, truth about the mind is that it is a fertile soil. Whatever you plant will grow. Whatever you nurture will grow consistently. You are always sowing and you are always reaping. That's why I said that we are a reflection of our previous mindsets and our tomorrow reflects our current mindset. So whatever you are receiving today, your current results came from yesterday's thoughts. And your future results are being planted right now. The work you do today is to develop the mindset required for the future that you need. How thoughts become reality is that every day you take information through your senses. That is why it's good to guard your senses, guard what you hear, guard what you see. These inputs come with emotions, and emotions, like we noted, come with a certain amount of weight. Over time, when you repeat and believe these things, they sink into your subconscious. So once it's there, it becomes a habit. It becomes a loop. It becomes a belief. It becomes a way of thinking. It becomes a system. So this explains why some patterns, positive or negative, feel neutral. To some people, strangely, for doing the most absurd things is neutral because they have submerged themselves so much into it. They have learned and reinforced those beliefs over time. Whatever you learn and keep learning, whatever you reinforce over time will become a part of you. I've noticed personally in my own life that Habits I didn't consciously create still controlled me until I became aware of it. The way I responded to people's opinion about me, the way I responded to offense, I have to be conscious about it. The way I approach stress, the way I manage time, the way I reacted to setback became something that I learned from somewhere and I did over time. All of these were influenced by repeated thoughts, repeated patterns from the year before. And what you want to know is that what you learn is that once you take ownership of your mind, you begin to reshape your habits, you begin to adjust your mindset, you begin to change your outcomes, you begin to become the person that you would like to become because you are shaping or you are planting the right seed for that. We are not just who we are. We are not just that. People will say, that's how I am. Oh, I'm a very angry person. I can change it for anybody. That's just how I am. No, we are ever evolving beings. Life partners with your thoughts, your most dominant belief. You are in partnership with life. What you want from life, life would give you. And what you want from life is not just what you say, it's also what you think. Because whether you build the right thoughts or the wrong thoughts, you get to decide that. Life will partner with you. Life will deal with you in your area of your most dominant thoughts. If your thoughts point to failure, life will help you achieve failure. If your thoughts point to growth, life will help you achieve growth. Your mind is your factory. It's your personal factory. Your thoughts are the raw materials and the habits are the products. So what you can only put in is your thoughts. What you can only control is your thoughts. Black and white helps you to understand what you can control and control it well. You can't control how much your thoughts will produce, but you can control how much, what kind of thoughts you think. You can control what kind of thing you listen to. The best way to control your thoughts is to control your sense organs, control what you see, control what you hear, control what you smell, control everything you receive and you perceive, control it. Just for knowledge sake, in future episodes, we will break them down. There are 3 major categories of mindsets, not just the mind now, mindsets that I've learned. Number 1 is the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Number 2 is the abundance mindset and the scarcity mindset. Number 3 is the victory mindset and the victim mindset. These are 3 mindsets that usually come out from different sets of information we listen to. Don't be deceived by the simplicity of this truth because even I am still learning, I'm still growing, and I'm still applying. The moment you take ownership of your mind, you begin to produce the results you want. Focus on your thoughts. Focus on your thoughts. Focus on the information you get and shape them intentionally. The quality of your mind determines the quality of your life. What we can do as humans is to control our inputs, what we input into our system. We don't know how great or how low the yield will be. Some will be 30, some will be 60, some will be 100, but you can focus how much more you listen to good, edifying, and positive information. Thank you for listening through this episode. I am grateful you are here, and I would love to see you on the next one. This is Black and White, where we help you grow one truth at a time.